it's Kenneth, SBM Boxing. Friend request, subscribe. Let's speak boxing. Go ahead and subscribe. You know, SBM Boxing, big family-oriented channel. A lot of friends, family, we all get together. We cover all live major boxing events at George the Boxing Genius house. Post-fight, pre-fight, fight discussions. We're just some hardcore boxing fans. That's it. You know, we give our fight predictions, and the good thing about it, you know, we have different generations, we have different feedbacks, different viewpoints, a lot of controversy going on, but it's great because George the Boxing Genius, Nelson the Godfather, completely whole different generation. You know, their generation was Muhammad Ali, Tommy Hearns, Roberto Duran, Macho Camacho, even in that time, Julio Cesar Chavez Sr., not Jr. So it's a whole different generation. Converted into the new generation, myself, Angel Chino Sanchez, Joaquin Yonose, and just a bunch of us, you know, and that's what we do. We love to speak boxing. We like to stir up controversy while the major boxing events happening. We're just talking boxing, and that's basically it. I thought I'd create this video. I know consistency has to be there in this channel. We're going to completely continue to revamp, and just drop more videos, drop more content and stuff like that. Right now the website's getting built right now, but it's gonna have its own little twist to it. It's gonna be a little bit different. It's not gonna be your typical boxing channel website. We want to make it more of a community feedback, more of a blogging, but you know, we'll talk about that later on. But anyways, guys, what do I want to talk about? I'm on my way right now to work. I just thought I would, you know, I had an employee of mine came up to me and he was just like, "Hey, did you see what Adrien Broner twittered?" I was just like, you never know, because Adrien Broner, he talks the talk, you know. He basically, his ego sells, and he's getting smarter when it comes to marketing himself. You know, he's marketing himself as the bad guy. He's not. And, you know, the night he fought John Molina Jr. in NBC, he got a lot of boos, but then boos sell. He knows the boos, you know, fill the stands. And he's marketing himself as the bad guy. And he did come out with that quote after the John Molina Jr. He was just like, look, you know, for those in NBC that don't know, anyone can get it. Mexicans, Dominicans, and, you know, they cut him up and stuff like that. But, you know, he's a funny dude. I like Adrien Broner. He's entertaining. Is it good for boxing? It just depends on what generation. It depends on how you are as an individual and how you are as a person. I honestly think it's entertaining. But at the end of the day, he has a big mouth and stuff like that. He has a big ego. And yes, he did lose to Marcus Madonna. But in all, you got to respect that he jumped up 2 weight classes. Not many fighters will be able to do that. Yes, he took on Paulie Malignaggi, came out victorious. He took on Chino and Marcus Madonna and took him lightly. You know, his game plan and his game approach was completely, you know, Marcus Madonna took him by storm, you know, caught him off guard, caught him by surprise. But not many fighters can jump up 2 weight classes and step into the ring on with a caliber fighter such as Marcus Madonna. You know, so the respect is definitely there, skills is definitely there. I can't sit here and say that Adrien Broner's not good. You know, boxing fans that sit there, you know, even my employee and a bunch of people are just like, "Oh, he sucks, I can't." What do you mean Adrien Broner sucks? Are you fucking kidding me? You know, there's so many bandwagon hoppers and stuff like that. And, you know, when Adrien Broner was in 130 division, he was unstoppable. Nobody could touch that guy. You know, nobody could touch that guy. And a lot of even any boxing fight, they were like, "Oh, man," you know, and they even compared him to Floyd Mayweather Jr. And these fans were sitting there saying, "You know what? He's going to be the next Floyd Mayweather Jr. Matter of fact, he's better than Floyd Mayweather Jr. Why? Because he punches the power. He has the punching power." You know, they were hyping him up. And yes, at 130, even 135, he's the real deal. You know, he's dangerous. He's dirty. He's good. He has the boxing ability. You know, as he was moving up in the rank, or actually moving up in weight, jumped up to 147 and looked good against Paulie Malignaggi. But that was Paulie Malignaggi. You know, he cherry-picked Paulie, you know. But Paulie's still a legitimate opponent. You know, Paulie's still a legitimate opponent. You know, put on a good fight. Paulie gave him a hell of a fight. But stylistically, that's a good fight for Adrien Broner. Adrien Broner was fast. Paulie's fast. He knows how to box. Paulie doesn't have too much punching power, so he couldn't be able to test his chin or anything like that. Marcos Maidana is more of a complete versatile fighter. He is fast. He's in and out. He has defense and he has punching power. Not many people, a lot of people question Adrien Broner's chin, but check it out. I hate when people are biased and people don't know what the hell they're talking about, because Marcos Maidana, because he lands flush against Adrien Broner, all of a sudden Adrien Broner doesn't have a chin. Are you fucking kidding me? Marcos Maidana knock out anyone in the 147 division, period. That guy has a lot of punching power. You put him at 140, that's a wrap, So not to discredit Adrien Broner. I like him. He's entertaining. He's great for boxing. It's just a little different. He drops his personality, but when he steps into the ropes, when he steps into the squirrel circle, he's a hell of a fighter. Yes, he's actually growing himself into the 140 division. He had to drop down, but he is getting better and better every single fight. I'm glad that he had a reality check and a rude awakening from the Marcos Maidana fight. But on Twitter, let me backtrack a little bit. On Twitter, like one of my employees was saying, he was basically saying that he was calling out Amir Khan. Stylistically, that would be a great fight. If you think Paulie Malignaggi gave Adrien Broner some problems, you know what? It doesn't come close to Amir Khan. Amir Khan's a lot faster. He has more punching power, better boxing ability. His endurance is there, height, reach, everything. Adrien Broner, that'll be a good fight, but I think maybe, and this is just my opinion, completely my opinion right here, I think it'll be a decent fight, and the only thing that Adrien Broner has going for himself is basically saying, you know what, Amir Khan lost to Danny Garcia. If Danny Garcia was able to do it, then I'm able to do it. And that'll be a good fight. I would like to see Adrien Broner calling out Danny Garcia. That'll be a fucking hell of a fight. That's an even matchup. I think that'll be a great, great fight. I think Adrien Broner poses a threat to Danny Garcia. And Danny Garcia poses a threat to Adrien Broner. That's an even matchup. But stylistically, that'll be a good fight. Adrien Broner versus Amir Khan. But I think Amir Khan would just outclass him. He'll beat him to the punch. I think Adrien Broner against John Molina Jr., he wasn't too impressive for me. Yes, he came out victorious. He was quick in and out. But as far as discouraging John Molina and taking John Molina out of his game plan, the only thing he did was basically his speed. He didn't bang with John Molina. He didn't bang with him. But John Molina is a C-class fighter, When John Molina stepped into the ring against Lucas Matisse just kept coming forward. Lucas Matisse was coming forward, John Molina's coming forward, and that's an action-packed fight. But if you're not coming forward against John Molina, he doesn't pose any threat. He doesn't have an option B, option C. He's not a very versatile fighter. Amir Khan is not going to bang with you, man. He'll mix it up a little bit, and that's what sets him apart from as he continues to dominate. That's why he dominated Devin Alexander. He was able to mix it up. He was able to dominate Kayaso. He was able to mix it up. Amir Khan at 147, he's a threat, man. He's a complete threat. He's getting better and better every single fight. Yes, Danny Garcia caught him slipping, made a mistake, and one punch, it was lights out. Changed the whole outcome of that fight. What do I mean by one punch? One punch clobbered him, and Amir Khan couldn't regain himself from that. Amir Khan was an offensive fighter. He fought really, really sloppy, very explosive, but never put it, never was very defensive on the counter itself. And Danny Garcia did a hell of a job as far as executing that. But Danny Garcia was getting his ass whipped, getting lit up. If it wasn't for that punch, I think if Danny Garcia steps into the ring against Amir Khan right now, Danny Garcia won't even be able to touch him. Hands down, won't even be able to touch him. And Danny knows that. He knows that. He's not going to give it. He's not going to come up to 147 and touch this guy. So I understand that Adrien Broner, I would like to see that fight, but that's obvious. I don't think Danny Garcia. I don't think Adrien Broner has anything for Amir Khan. I think Amir Khan will outclass him. And matter of fact, I think Amir Khan will. I don't know, man. I think he's going to hurt him. He's going to hurt him really bad. And I don't even think it's going to be a close fight. You know, I think Amir Khan will be too explosive for him. And I noticed that Adrien Broner is not the same Adrien Broner at 130, 135, where he was able to toy. He was able to throw some crazy combination, 3-4 combination, and be explosive, as he was in the 130, 135 division. I think right now, as he's carrying the weight, John Molina, he wasn't that explosive whatsoever. He was more of a one-punch fighter, 2-3 punch combinations and stuff like that, but he really didn't dominate that fight. He just dominated with speed, which is great accuracy. And you know, Adrien Broner said, you know, last time he gave the fans what they wanted, he lost the fight. Blame it on the fans, blame it on whatever, but you know, once you're stepped into that ring and stuff like that, you're not thinking about giving the fans what they want. I think you were on survivor mode and you got caught by Marcos Maidana, and Marcos Maidana surprised you. You thought it was going to be an easy walk on the beach. You thought he was going to be a Paulie Malignaggi, but once you felt that power and you felt him roughing your ass up, you had no other option. You know, you did a couple good times, but once you felt Marcos Maidana's power, you're like, holy fuck. But anyways, guys, as far as Amir Khan versus Adrien Broner, you know, that'd be a good fight for Amir Khan. I would say yes, Amir Khan take that fight, because the last person who took that fight and beat up Mayweather's baby brother, Mayweather stepped up and tried to avenge it. So I think that'd be a good way to get Mayweather's attention, and for Mayweather to go ahead and take on a fight with you, because it's been proven in the past. So Amir, I've been calling that fight. I want to see Amir Khan versus Floyd Mayweather Jr. A lot of boxing analysts, a lot of ESPN thinks it's a garbage fight. Fuck what they say. They don't know shit about boxing. I think Amir Khan versus Floyd Mayweather Jr. will be an exciting fight, and I think Amir Khan has what it takes to pull off the victory. But Amir, if you're watching this, you know, go ahead and take the fight and beat the shit out of Adrien Broner, and see if Big Brother comes to save the day, so you can get that big payday. But anyways, guys, it's Kenneth, SBM Boxing. Friend request, subscribe. Have a good one. I'm actually pulling up right now. For those, you guys can see right now, this is my Amir here, look. So, right here. And then I make a right here, so you guys know exactly what I'm talking about. The big tall building to the left, that's exactly where I work. So it's a nice building, nice view and everything. So all the way up top. But anyways, guys, friend request, have a good one.